What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GameFreak. Today's episode is kind of a reminiscing episode, and I am going to reminisce about a video that I put up 10 days ago, and it was titled Reseller Scamming Scum. Now, this video, it got like a pretty good amount of views for, coming from a small channel like myself. It got like 2.1K. Which really isn't bad. I mean, it's not tons, but it's not bad. But the thing that was funny about this video is the negative comments that I got. It was just hilarious. The negative comments were absolutely hilarious, and I left them up. So if you want to go back and read them, go ahead. But I'm going to share some of them with you that I couldn't stop laughing. They're just funny. But I'm not saying go harass them or anything like that. I'm not promoting that shit. That's the reason I left the stuff up. They're free to say whatever they want. It's a free speech platform. So, if they disagree with me, big deal, man. I don't care. They can disagree with me all they want. But maybe they just misunderstood the video. And I'm going to kind of go over this video. The title alone makes it sound like I hate all resellers. I don't have a problem with all resellers. The resellers that I was talking about in that video is who I have a problem with. Because when you go and buy retro games from anywhere, you're basically buying from a reseller. But there's like a moral standpoint to this. Some people will ass rape you, like the people that I talked about in the previous video. And others, they got some common sense, and they do have morals, and they're not going to charge you an arm and a leg like the motherfuckers do. I've went and bought plenty of NES and Sega games off of resellers, and I got them at decent prices, and they're in mint condition, really good condition and everything. But what I paid and what these other assholes were asking was like 5 times the price. And for some reason, people stick up for them guys, and I just don't understand it. And then, when I say stuff like this, everyone's like, oh, he's whining. Oh, he's probably living in his mom's basement. Like, shit like that. Come on, man. That's funny as hell to me, but I'm not whining at all, man. I'm just, pointing out the obvious. People that know me know that I'm a very laid-back person, and if these negative comment people think that I sit around and stew about this shit all day, no, man, it don't bother me. I have a life off of this channel. I have a life outside of gaming. Now, does it piss me off to see people like this ripping others off? Absolutely, but it doesn't ruin my day. I'm just pointing it out, man. It's a gaming channel. I'm just pointing it out. That's it. Not whining, not doing anything. Just pointing out. Pointing it out. So, yeah, let's get into some of these comments. They are fucking hilarious, some of them. Let's get into it real quick. All right, so the first comment that I'm going to say, he wasn't really ripping on me, but maybe he just thinks some people are stupid or something. But his comment says, people still blaming resellers for not being able to afford their games. I've spent years around many collector markets, from video games, cards, toys, etc. And I'm going to stop right there. Because if he's been around that market for years, then he knows that, especially in the video game industry, these resellers use something they call price charting. How is price charting, how do they get the prices on these? Well, let me tell you, this is specifically on the Price Chart website. We track video games sold on eBay and our marketplace. All right, so they combine these sold listings into one value for each video game and condition. So who sells these games on eBay and marketplace? Resellers do. The scumbag resellers jack their prices way up. Other resellers that are still going to make a profit make them pretty affordable. So, let's say normal reseller that makes things affordable sells something at $50. The scumbags I talked about in the previous video will sell that same product, same condition, for $150 because they're greedy as fuck. When you equal that out, all of a sudden that $50 game price charting is going to say is worth $100. It's people like that that are ruining collecting retro video games. You know, and the people that defend these assholes, they always come back and say, "Oh, you're jealous," or "Why don't you get a job or something?" Motherfucker, I have a really good job. Okay, I have a good paying job. I'm just not stupid enough to pay what these cocksuckers are asking. I know there's better deals out there. I know there's good resellers out there. And I'd be damned if I'm going to sit here and defend greedy assholes like that. But moving on, you end up getting some comments like, "I hope you don't ever shop at a grocery store because they buy from suppliers and sell at a higher price to you as well." Well, I'll tell you right now, I don't pay $1,000 for a steak. I don't know anyone that does. I mean, unless you're buying a whole cow, but no. Next comment is, "LOL from the guy that can't afford a quality camera. LOL. Dude is living on 2009 YouTube." Again, I have priorities that come before my equipment. Eventually I'll buy some equipment, but you know, cameras, whatever, dude. I mean, I think you were just kind of really digging there just to be a smartass. The funny thing is, a lot of these people that comment, I've probably been playing games longer than they've been alive, so I think that's why I chuckle at this shit, man. It's just funny to me. So yeah, so here's the next one. "Dude's a jealous little biatch. Laugh my ass off. Thumbs down." Thanks, man, because you brought some traffic to the page, so I appreciate you, man. I mean, thumbs down all the way. I don't give a shit. The next one sounds like some incel who could not find any clouds to yell at in his mom's basement. There we go, at the mom's basement. So he got a microphone and decided to whine to the whole world. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm sitting here really cold in my mom's basement right now, and I'm whining to the world. Next one is, "Whole ass video of a grown man just whining in his basement." There we go with basement again. Man, you guys got to come up with some better ones. Jesus Christ. "I'm sure those resellers like Chase, who built an entire successful business and was able to employ his friends, is worried about some neckbeard, okay, wearing ironic Nirvana hats, crying about him while garnering 200 views. All right. I garnered a little more than 200 views, but not sure where the neckbeard is. I don't see like any hair on my neck, so I don't know where this dude's coming from. But seriously, the basement shit, dude, you got to come up with some better shit than that. And as far as Chase, who built a thing, good for him, man. I have no problem with that. Good for him that he built a business and everything, and he can employ his friends and everything. That's not the issue. That's not the issue at all. The issue is the prices that he's putting on this shit. You can go to people like that and watch him go and buy these games, and he'll go and buy games at like yard sales and shit like that. And it's right in his video. Like, "Oh, I bought it for $5. Guess what? I'm going to put it on eBay and it's going to be $75. You don't have a problem with that? He could have sold that thing for $30 and he still would have profited. Even if he had to pay like shipping costs and stuff, he's still going to profit. If you don't have a problem with that, you're fucking dumb, man. That's just stupid. I mean, it's literally right in front of you on these videos. They're getting these things dirt cheap, and then they're just ass raping people. If you like getting ass raped, I mean, good for you, dude. That's just not my thing. So, a horrible video. Stop crying, and everyone should use BlockTube on your channel. Now, I don't know what BlockTube is, but this dude, maybe it's like a Vaseline or some type of lubricant that he uses when he bends over and gets ass raped by these resellers that he supports. I don't know, but that really surprises me because the resellers I was talking about, they usually don't use lube on their customers and their viewers. They just raw dog them. So, I mean, maybe this dude, he prefers a little bit of lube. So maybe that's what block tube is. I have no fucking clue. And this last one, this just made me laugh. Cry some more, commie. So apparently, you're a commie if you are against people ripping you off. So I don't know. You tell me how that makes sense. Just let me know. So when it comes down to it, this isn't me being jealous of anything. This isn't me whining or anything. Good for these people that start their own business and sell. But my point is, I'm calling out and pointing out that there are good resellers and there's bad resellers. And I will call out the bad resellers, scumbags, all day long because I think it's nonsense what they charge when you can go to a good reseller and get the same product, the same condition at lower prices. So yeah, I don't agree with these assholes that I mentioned in a previous video. And speaking of these resellers and price charting, I looked up a couple games that I have that I do not play that I think I eventually am going to do a giveaway because I'm not a shelf collector. I actually got these two games, Pokemon White and Pokemon Black. When they first came out, I bought these for my kids. They played them one time. They've been out of the case one time. These are like pristine mint condition. The manuals, everything is in here. In fact, these are hard to open. But even the manuals, they don't have any bends, no creases, no nothing because they were little kids. They didn't care about that. They just wanted to try out the game. They just didn't like it. They loved the cartoons, didn't like the games. Before I took them out of the DSs, I tried them. I wasn't a big fan of them, so I'd rather them go to someone that is going to play them and is a Pokemon fan, and I could give a shit less what price chart says they're worth because they're not. They're DS games. They're not worth $300, which shows the big difference between me and the assholes that I talked about in the previous video that I ripped on resellers and other people were sticking up for them, but whatever. But eventually I am going to do a giveaway with these, so I'll keep everyone updated on that. But I am going to keep these safe, and they're not going to get bent. They'll stay in pristine condition, and eventually, one of my lucky subscribers will have them shipped to them, and they can be proud owners of these things. So, that's what I like to do, man. Like I said, I don't have the heart to rip people off. So let me know about what you guys thought about all them comments. I just thought they were funny. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. And until the next episode, game on, everybody.